Welcome back. We're going to start working on the center section of the wing since we got most of the center of the fuselage in pretty good shape. When I built the center spar assembly, I did not drill the holes on the top and bottom of the angle where the skin goes on. I figured I'd do it later, so that's what I'm doing now. Got the little drill guide here made out of some 1-inch angle. Holes are 1/2 inch in, centered in that. We've got it set on here. I'll drill one hole, cleco it with it lined up. Probably drill the other end, cleco it, and then drill all the ones in the middle, and then I can move that down. These holes here need to be, they're a little offset because you don't want them right in line with the bolt. So bring them in a little bit. We'll drill them separate. Do the same on the other side and then on the bottom. That worked just as planned. Got a set of holes. Now I'll just move that down, cleco it into the end hole, and make another set. All right, the top and bottom holes in the spar angle are drilled. So now we're working on putting the first rib in. This is this outside rib. I trimmed the corners because I didn't do that when I was building the ribs to clear the angle here. And I built another drill guide out of some 1/2 inch square tubing scrap that I had. So you can put that up against there and make a nice straight, evenly spaced line and fasten it with clecos as you go to ease the drilling. And then this rib, that part fits up against this angle here, and we'll also have some rivets going in this direction. So far I've mounted up this outside rib. I put this next one in, drilled it, took it out of the way so I could mount this one. Used the drill guide to put the holes in the spar web. Took my little marking tool, Sharpie, marked the center line of the end of the rib. So now we go to the line of holes in the spar web. Put the rib in like that. Get the black line centered up in the holes. Drill, cleco, drill and cleco. Just go down the line. Your rib is on there. All four are installed on this side. Now this inside rib, I was watching a video, I think it was Matt from Hummel, was talking about that you could face this one either direction. You could turn it around because you use type 1 rivets down there because the type 2 pull rivets aren't long enough to go through that carry through. So if you think it'd be easier to rivet it with that one facing the other direction, you can do that. He said it was just builder preference. I think I'll be able to reach in just fine the way it is, and I like them all facing the same direction. So now, I also put a straight edge across there. Everything lines up good. This rib here has just a slight bit of bow where it came out of the forming block. But when I put the straight edge on it, if I straighten it up, everything lines up good, top and bottom. And when you put the skins on it, you come from the front hole, you make a line of holes down the skin, and then you mark the center line of your rib like we did on the front. And then as you're drilling holes in the rib, you will push and pull everything to get it perfectly lined up. So when I put the skin on, we'll be able to take the bow out of it, no problem at all. I thought about trying to force it now, but I'll just do it when I'm putting the skin on. All right, now it's time to go to the other side, do the same thing over there. The only difference is there'll be one extra rib for the step rib. When I've been trimming the ends of these ribs to fit around the spar caps, I've been using the bandsaw to come in and make a rough cut on each side, and then I take the flap wheel and gently massage everything down, smooth it out, round the corners. It's not hard to do, and once you've done a couple of them, it goes a lot faster. But just make sure, if you're doing it this way, when you're running the bandsaw, go very slowly so it doesn't snag and bend your rib. Same deal with the flap wheel. You've got to make sure and pay attention which way the flap is turning to keep from snagging anything. But after you do it just a little bit, no problem at all. And the second side is done. When you're putting in the step ribs, don't forget to use the step ribs, the ones that have the extra vertical supports. Everything on this side went just fine. Everything lines up good. Next video, I'm probably going to be working on the rear spar. I'll get it in there, get everything squared up on it. Then we can put the front ribs on, get them drilled. And then we can get down to like putting the bottom skin on, I think. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.